Throne Liberty introduced one of the best events I've ever seen in the game, which is the Kara Loot Goblin event, where they spawn goblins, a bunch of goblins throughout the whole world, and when they can drop really good chests that contains really good items that people have been struggling to get. And of course, in typical Throne of Liberty fashion, they kind of messed it up, and the goblins spawned a little more frequently, basically every single hour yesterday. So a bunch of people got all of this good loot. And the economy is in trouble. A lot of people are complaining about this. So let's just jump into this and see what this whole thing is all about. So the Goblins is basically an event that spawns and it drops these chests where you can get really good items, right? T2 items that people have been buying for a lot of Lucent. And because of the thing yesterday where it spawned every single hour, there's a bunch of items on the market. And you can see on the prices, you can if you look at, for example, Imperial, which is one of the most seeked out items, you can see that they're down by a lot. And not only that, yesterday when I checked here, you can see how many recently quantity sold. Yesterday was 700, now it's 1.1k. So 400 of these chests, just the chest, has been sold since one day, which is insanity, right? So a lot of prices have been dropping, and Throne Liberty actually did a hot fix, and they introduced, now the goblins will spawn every 3 hours instead of every 1 hour, which they're supposed to. And most of you guys are like, oh my god, I missed yesterday, bro, it's over for you. It's not over. Every 3 hours is still good if you guys can log on and do the goblin event. It is really good. You can get a bunch of items. But what do I think about this? Because you guys know me. I played since the start. I grinded T2. I try to buy the items when they were expensive. So I must be mad about this, right? I am not mad about this. I think this is a really good thing. I know a lot of people are complaining about this because they spent their hard-earned Lucent. They swiped the credit card to get these awesome items. Oh my god, why is it so cheap for casual or new players now? How am I gonna cope with this? Now, to those guys, I'm just saying that Talandra has been out for, I don't even know, 1.5 months now. Eventually, prices were going to drop. Not at this steep, but this is a really good thing because it lets casual players catch up to your gear. Which means, what does that mean, guys, for you guys? When people catch up to your gear, that means you can no longer one-shot them, which means there'll be more competition for PvP things, guild versus guild things. When people finally catch up, the casual player catch up gear-wise, all that matters is your skill when it comes to PvP, right? So I think it's a really good thing. I always like when MMORPGs let casual players catch up, because at the end of the day, even though I am a hardcore competitive player and I like to play the top 1% of the game, we are only the 1% of the game, or the top 10% of the game, right? The most of the game's population and how a MMORPG stays healthy is through the player base. So if you're getting the casual player base to catch up so they don't get demolished in arena or PP anymore, they might feel better about playing the game. So I think they should just bring back the 1 hour goblins. Like, do this with arc boss weapons too. Like, bring back the arc boss weapons. So put them in some goblin, like a ultra large goblin with extra HP or something. So we can also get arc boss weapons for cheaper, because let's be real, arc boss weapons are a joke. We had the dupe exploit, and then we had another branch exploit which dropped 100% chance of branches, which they didn't actually address yet. But people were farming branches with 100% drop rate, and they got a bunch of weapons. So just introduce them to the game and make them easier to get, make them cheaper to get, because let people catch up. I mean, it's a better thing, in my opinion, for the game right now. At the current state it's in, let's just do it, right? Now, if you guys are wondering how the Goblin event works, I'll explain you guys. Every 3 hours, I don't know exactly at what time on each server, but you will get a message pop up which says, goblins are now spawning, and then you can go anywhere you guys want. You guys, a lot of players, especially on my server, they start at Greyclaw Forest, and then you just hunt. Let's like 1,100 players is running around. You only have to tag the. You have to do a little bit of damage to them. You have to tag all of the goblins. You can't unfortunately tag all of them because so many players. And after that, you can usually go to different places around the map. Some people go into Silius Abyss. Some people go into Shadow Crypt. Some people go into different places and just farm out the goblins. And then when all of the goblins are gone, you get a message pop up that all of them are gone. And you can no longer hunt them. So that's basically how the goblin events work. The smaller goblins gives you a blue chest with a chance to get items, and the big goblin with like 10 million HP gives you guys a purple chest, which will give you guys even better loot. But right now, you should be doing this every 3 hours. I think it's more important than anything in the game right now. If more important than doing any of these events, more important than doing any of the field bosses, even Nebula bosses, like the main thing you guys, everybody should be doing, and everybody is doing currently in the game because it's extremely OP. They haven't nerfed any of the drop chances. They only nerfed that they don't spawn every hour. So it's still a really good event, and I think it's gonna last for a whole week. Maybe they even extended. Who knows? But the price is extremely cheap right now on a lot of items. So if I were you guys, I would try spending and try get these items. I don't know how the market will be because now they don't spawn every hour. They spawn every 3 hours. However, it's still gonna last for a whole week, right? So a lot of people are still gonna be buying a bunch of items. So the prices might even drop more. But right now the prices are in a really good place. I'm low key debating getting the Imperial set myself. Like in the future, if I'm gonna play something, it's a nice set to have, right? But yeah, I mean, they're selling like crazy. There's this insane amounts that are selling, and overall, I mean, I think it's a great thing added to the game. So make sure you guys don't mess up the goblin event, guys. Make sure you participate, do it, show up when the goblins come because it is a lot of stuff to gain here. You can easily catch up to everybody because right now, uh, I know a lot of people struggle with trading and T2 gear. This will give you guys a bunch of trades, a lot of T2 gear, and also is good for the trade resonance stuff coming. If you guys don't want to open your pouches yet, it will be a good thing to save all the goblin pouches and all the epic pouches to wait for next week because that way you will also, because the prices will maybe go up again when the goblin event is done. But if you have saved chests already or pouches, you can use that to sell it at a higher price. If it goes up, it might not go up. So don't. I mean, this is not financial advice. But saving the pouches will also give you a bunch of pouches for the trade resonance that's coming 1st of May because you will need gear to transmute and you can use the gear from the goblin pouches. So it's up to you guys how you guys want to do it. You can either just use them straight away or you can save them up and use them when the trade resonance comes. But let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys happy with this goblin event? All the stuff coming, all this good loot coming. Like right now, like free fair players got a 600 rune chest, which is sick. And you can get more rune chests. You can get easily to level 80, which is really good for new and fair and casual players. T2 gear you guys are just getting right now. Trait resonance you can save up to and just get immediately. So overall, it's looking good for casual players. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.